Personally, I got so much out of Seth's course. I remember when I first started, I spoke to Seth and he told me about his course, and I signed up that evening. That was a Saturday, and it was so actionable. And the way that Seth broke down the modules was so helpful because I went ahead and actually just got out mailing on the following Thursday without even completing the rest of his course. I knew that I could just trust his process, and because he made it so clear from the get-go. Seth is one of the most thorough people out there in terms of his research, his explanation. I got my first 3 deals done. This was the letter that I got out, and this is because of Seth. You can't really see it, but I took what he showed us. I added some doodles in here. I still keep this on my desk till today. The big aha moment for me was when I listed my property for sale and I placed it on Marketplace. That was sort of the strategy that I sort of took on early on when I was offloading properties. And I was screaming out to my wife, I was like, oh my gosh, somebody wants to actually come out to camp on my property. It was completely landlocked, it's desert. I have no idea why somebody would want to do that. And guess what? I'm a Canadian. I didn't even understand a lot of this stuff. I always tell the story that I didn't even know what a county was. And Seth made it so easy to understand everything within the land investing masterclass program. The other aha moment that I had that I thought was really powerful was going through Seth's neighbor letter training. It's a strategy a lot of people underutilize, and it just takes a lot of time to do that, but it was so worth it. I actually offloaded, I think, my first 2 properties to neighbors. It's been huge for me. As a business owner, I definitely took a different pivot than most land investors. We ended up starting up a company called Pebble, which now we help land investors. But I get a chance to speak a lot to other land investors on my podcast, and you wouldn't believe the amount of people that have come through Seth and the people that he's helped and the impact he's had on the community. One of the things I love about Seth and his program is that he's got his monthly meetups. I find very, very awesome. I do still try from time to time, drop into those and just say hello and contribute where I can because Seth has built an amazing community. I got to meet other folks who were getting started during that time with me, and we're still in touch, and I get to help them. They get to help me. There's so much about the Land Investing Masterclass that I got out of it, and it continues to evolve. I know Seth continues to update the content on there. It is an amazing program. I would suggest for all you guys who are watching this to sign up for it. It is well worth its money. I talk to everybody from all the different courses, and I mean all. There are some that are very, very small that I barely have heard of, or some personal coaching, but I know them all. And see what Seth has jam packed in there and the price point that it's at, it's basically a no-brainer. If I were to do it again and I'm brand new, I would go through Seth's course again. I love what Seth has put together, and Seth has probably one of the biggest reach and has influenced the most people in the land space, and you get training directly from him. I hope you found that helpful. I want to say a big thank you to Seth as well over at REtipster.